Welcome to one of the What's Left podcast. John here with Jake and Brad. We are the Punk Rock Garage Band podcast, adding our voice to the resistance as loudly as we can. This is our news section, first section, What's Left of the World, our world news section. And we're going to start in Israel and end in Sudan. We're going all across the continent of Africa as well. But before we do that, please do like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. Thanks for making the Delegalization Nation part of your life. We're happy to be uh, for any interaction that you send, even the hateful comments, but we especially love the love and we love you guys. So thanks for being a part. All right, guys, let's start with our friends in Israel. Uh, YouTube today deleted three Palestinian accounts that had over 700 plus videos of footage due to pressure from the Trump administration showing Israeli war crimes. Of course, those are not the only places that those war crimes are documented, but it is still just proof positive that social media is trying to push uh, pro-Israel propaganda. I experienced it today too. On every post that I had, you get these people with like 10 followers, these people in quotes with 10 followers who just, they have the same formula. They say, "What's your source?" Cite source. That source is stupid. Like you can literally be like, "Your mom told me," and they'll be like, "That bitch is Hamas," and like they don't, that like seriously, they're just waiting. It's not a serious conversation at all. Not that there is a serious conversation to be had, because we've all seen with our own eyes, the genocide in Gaza. Uh, and what a story that came out or has been developing, of course, is the ongoing stories coming from doctors about the targeting of children. Now, the BBC reported, and the BBC obviously has a pro-Israel bent, found over 100 Gazan children, or Palestinians in Gaza, I should say, children. These are kids under 12, were shot by sniper fire in the head or the chest. And you still have these bought or paid or psychopaths out here defending this action or pretending like it's not happening, even though you have doctors without any sort of reason to lie or say anything, plus the countless bodies with holes in the spots where they say that the holes are, um, to back all this up. And I don't know. I can't imagine. They say that it's going to take them, it could take hundreds of years to sort through all of the war crimes, basically. That just all the documents, all the documented war crimes and stuff. And this has got to be easily one of the worst things that you'll hear. Um, I just can't imagine defending anything that anyone who would do this to children for any reason at all.
It's inexcusable. There's no excuse for it. I don't think I just feel like they don't care anymore. Like they just don't care. Like if it bothers you, they don't care because they are in the back pocket of Israel. So they just don't give a shit. Like they
Hmm.
don't care if you're upset about it. They do whatever they want and then they'll deal with the consequences later. And they know that these people are going to forgive them because they're stupid. And if you support Trump, you're going to support him through everything. And you know what I mean? It's just a nonstop. There's nothing that they could do that's a deal breaker. We've learned.
Yeah, I think they know that this is going really fast. They're doing this really fast because they know that like they can't, they have to get it done quickly. Like any, if any other president comes in the next couple of years, a new administration, it will be a wave of anti-Israel sentiment that follows these elections. So they know that like they're on the clock to get this genocide done. I think does that seem fair to you guys?
Oh, 100%. They're already like after the last election on Tuesday night or whatever, they're already talking about, well, if the Democrats win the midterms, they're going to try and get Trump out of here immediately.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's because he commits impeachable offenses every day.
Exactly. I wish our politicians were as clear about that as Mike Johnson was. Like, why is Mike Johnson the best fucking voice for the Democratic Party right now? That's shameful. Um, uh, final thoughts. Over 240 deaths from the ceasefire, so called, started. Um, and the and all even and then just the violence in the West Bank too. Um, they're setting fire to olive orchards now. Just taking out people's families' wealth, people's well-being. Just some real sick shit.
It's easier to build when there's nothing in the way.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the bombing that's still going on is of residential building, just everything that's left over. They're just over there testing weapons. They're using it as a testing ground for Halliburton and Lockheed Martin and all these fucking companies.
I, I assume that's where Trump's planning to test the nukes.
Right, exactly.
That's a little bit of a joke, but I'm saying that it's like free reign over there. They don't. There's no.
No, I mean that's honest to God, like that's what it's there, or it's Nigeria, which is where we're going to move to next, because Trump is threatening war in Nigeria. Nigeria is the largest country in Africa, big place. They do pretty well. They don't really need American money or Chinese money, unlike most of the other countries in Africa. They have some they probably have they have a lot of I don't want to say sovereignty, but they're not all that well off. But the story they're telling that Ted Cruz is telling is that these people are attacking Christians. The Christians are under attack. So the truth behind this is that there is the violent Boko Haram group that has been there for a long time, but they do not target solely Christians. They target just about anybody, but it's mainly other groups of Muslims. The country is 53% Muslim, 45% Christian, so pretty much 50-50. And the violence that exists is mainly over land and water. So preview to the rest of the world of what it looks like when climate change happens in your backyard. You have people being taken as hostage, people fighting because they are desperate for places to feed their family, to have water. Um, this one you can't necessarily directly link to USAID, but in all places all over Africa, there are situations that have been made worse, and violence is growing worse because of desperation over cuts where aid used to come through. So, uh, pretty fucked up. But there's no reason for Trump to declare war on Africa, Nigeria. So why? Guys, any theories? I need one theory from both of you.
Nothing. They don't do anything if it doesn't involve making money. If it's not profitable to them, they're not doing it. That's the answer. I don't know what route it's going to be for money, but it's probably rare earth minerals or something to that extent or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're not doing anything that doesn't profit them.
yeah.
But
Probably that.
from the no new wars president, this is crazy behavior.
Mm, right. So much for that
Because don't
idea.
forget, no new wars. That's Donald Trump. Ukraine was supposed to be over day one because the Republicans are sick and tired of us sending that goddamn money to fucking Ukraine. But they're like, hey, there's Christians over there that need our help. And they're like, bomb them,
Yep.
fucking kill everybody.
Kill them all. Crazy. Absolutely insane. Um, Jake, theories? Nigeria, distraction from the Epstein files. What's
Uh, Christ. Yeah, it could be that. It could just be like blatant abuse of power, just wants to show everybody who's boss in his own way.
yeah,
Um, could just be racism. Could just be, like it could just be as simple as that. Like,
a lot of the language is very racially coded
right,
when it's talking about Nigeria. So
right.
I think money and racism are probably two real good answers to that question. Uh, I think that has a lot to do with what's going on here. I've been assured by people that I know from the area that Nigeria is not afraid of the United States. Um,
Good.
but, yeah, so I don't know that.
Well, here's what I'm saying. People can say that, like, and as you know, I don't think that we should be funding the war machine. But if you're not afraid of the American war machine, then you're stupid because we will blow you the fuck up. be afraid of the American war machine because I promise you, we will turn you into a fucking parking lot before lunchtime. I promise.
For sure. And the
Please
person,
understand that they will do it.
yeah, this guy will, in particular, will do it. This guy is
Will do it, dude. He would love to do it. He would
fucking
love to
nuts.
boost fucking Lockheed Martin stock. He would love to do that.
Maybe that's like on his bucket list. Like it's like to bomb a country. You know what I mean? It's like destroy countries on Trump's bucket list.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, they just wake up and they're like, "How can we turn a profit today?" And they're like, "Send bombs over there." They're like, "Absolutely, dude. I can't believe I didn't think of that."
They throw a dart at the flat Earth.
Okay. So that's Nigeria. Let's move to Somalia because Somalia actually has something to do with Sudan. So Somalia, I kind of touched on this a little bit before. They confirmed today that aircraft depart regularly from the airport at Bosaso Airport. This is in a semi-independent region of Somalia called Puntland. The UAE has direct ties, if not partial control, of different governments in Somalia uh, for literally the same reasons that they have control in Sudan. So they use this airbase. They have been using this airbase to attack military targets. So it's easy for this, and this is me speculating here, but it's easy for me to see, like, to wonder why the U.S. would bomb Somalia regularly, and it would seem to be that it is on behalf of the UAE. Um, and I think I don't think that's too much of a stretch to make there.
Man, imagine that.
No, right? Um,
For sale. For sale. Everything's for sale.
Everything's for sale. The UAE being partners with the United States, Saudi Arabia, part of the Abraham Accords. They're basically in lockstep with Israel as well. So, like, when you think about these Arab nations and why they don't involve themselves in Gaza, it's because they don't give a fuck. They have sold their people out. They commit human rights violations of their own. People get put in prison in Saudi Arabia and the UAE all the time. And the United States has been sane washing them for years that you cannot go anywhere anymore without seeing the Emeritus logo somewhere. It's crazy.
Everywhere.
Every soccer shirt, just fucking nuts. In your airports, on your TV. That was loud, right? All right. So these weapons are being shipped from Somalia to the Sudan to the RSF. So they're clearly coming from the UAE, even though the UAE says they're not doing it. Um, Today, I'm just learning this now that the Trump administration has ended the legal status of migrants coming from South Sudan. That's fucked up. I was just about to say that they have come to a ceasefire agreement between that the RSF only has signed. Now, the RSF, though, like, just took the main city of Al Fashir. So they really don't have, like, a ceasefire is obviously in their best interest to recuperate. Like, so duh here. And they're, the mediation group. Guess who's part of the mediation group? The UAE.
Imagine that.
Imagine that is right for sure. So, uh, so now that there's Congress, the if it's an 18-month siege, targeting non-Arab ethnic groups, these people went house to house, pulling people out, beating them, killing them. They just killed 40 more civilians in a strike on a funeral procession. It's bloody mess. You can see the destruction from outer space. Um, and now it appears that the designation for deportation protections for South Sudanese nationals has been removed, and they have 60 days to get the fuck out. That's fucking wild. Could you imagine sending people back to that?
Hey, what if? Nope, never mind. That's for Sunday, I think. Never mind. But no, I could not imagine basically sending people back to, I mean, persecution at the bare minimum, at the absolute bare minimum.
Yeah,
But death is very possible. And they're just like, ah, not our fucking problem. Sure, you had legal status to be here, but not anymore.
right. Fuck that now. That's insane. All right. So, uh, yeah. So South Sudan. There's no final deal in this thing, but the destruction is fucking vile. Jake, you've seen the satellite images. We did not bring those, but they are readily available. And it's a pretty grotesque sight.
Oh,
All right. Um, that's pretty much it for international news. I do want to mention that Claudia Scheinbaum also was in public and got groped by a man in the middle of the street.
I saw.
Just,
I did hear about that. I didn't see that. I heard
just,
about
yeah, like just wild shit. Um, but she's one of the most popular presidents ever. Uh, Mexico's economy is booming, and they're basically giving a big fuck you to the United States, who is declaring war on uh, Venezuela, and also says they have war plans to attack in Mexico as well. Unreal.
No
All
new
right.
wars. Just because he doesn't declare war, they're like, these aren't no new wars. Look at him, no new
that.
wars.
Yeah, what a fucking hero. What a fucking hero. All right. That is it for what's left of the world. Keep watching because we've got two more coming at you. We've got some U.S. politics news. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Substack, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, but especially here on YouTube. It helps to like, subscribe, comment, gets us pushed out into the algorithm. So we really appreciate that from you. And I will leave you with the video of Claudia Scheinbaum getting groped in public.